Yo, what's up? You're tuned in to JBZY Media, the podcast where real stories take center stage. I'm your host, JBZY, and around here, we dive deep into the things that matter, from crazy life experiences and wild perspectives to raw and filtered conversations with people you need to hear from. These aren't your regular podcasts. It's a journey, a vibe, and a platform for stories that hit different. So if you are into content that inspires, surprises, and sticks with you, hit that subscribe. Turn on those notifications, and let's get busy. Greetings, my people. This is your boy, JBZY, with the JBZY Media. Kenya Heavyweight Podcast boss from Houston, Texas. Once again, it's a good feeling. I feel blessed to be here doing my thing in the studio. JBZY Media offers engaging discussions, diverse topics, including entertainment, insightful knowledge, and personal experiences within the United States. Before we proceed, we encourage you to like, subscribe, and share our videos, and click the notification button to receive updates on our latest content. Today, I'm here with a great man and a great Rastafari elder who is in his entire life has devoted himself serving His Imperial Majesty, Kings of Kings, and Lords of Lords, conquering land of Judah, Emperor Haile Selassie, the Ethiopian ruler. Jah
Rastafari, Holy Emmanuel, Selassie, Jah,
Rastafari. Honorable Elder, please introduce yourself.
Rastafari, Holy Emmanuel, Selassie.
Selassie.
My name is Daudi, and I'm feel real honored to be here in your presence, my Lord. And I'm just here just to, get a little bit of insight, and give a little bit of insight, Holy Emmanuel, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari.
You see, our discussion today will primarily focus on history and roots and culture of Rastafari, and also the influences of Marcus Garvey, Haile Selassie, and Prince Emmanuel in the movement.
My Lord.
You see, we're living in the globe fully dominated by two major religions, Christianity and Islam. Oh well, Hinduism and Buddhism is also around. Now, if someone asks you why Haile Selassie? Why not Jesus or Muhammad? What could you tell us about that? Give us the knowledge, Rasta.
Well, to my interpretation, my Lord, Jesus was the name of a slave ship. Now, I go with Christ because, Christ is a tiger. Jesus was just put upon us here 500 years ago. It was nothing, before. Jesus was never here before slavery, right? So I go with Christ, who is, the original, and, Selassie now is a representation of Christ because Selassie, he came from, the lineage of Solomon and Queen of Sheba. Selassie is the 225th king who sat on the throne of David. And, he was crowned in 1930 as Emperor of Ethiopia. He was crowned King of Kings, Lords of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, elect of God, earth's rightful ruler. But it's a balance because he was crowned with his empress, and that same day she was crowned too. So it's a perfect balance, King Alpha and Queen Omega.
Yes, Rasta.
You see? So
yes, Rasta. Cool. That's cool. So anyway, to to identify as a Rasta, do I have to have locks, smoke a plave, and also be a vegetarian?
Well, you know, looking back at the Lux thing,
Yes.
you know, you go to Numbers, you see where, you know, the Nazarite law, the law of the Nazarite
Mm-hmm.
is to, you know, have his locks on his head, but, you know, if you run into any dead body, then he got to cleanse himself for 7 years, you know, shave off everything, you know.
Okay.
So locks is an identifier still, you know.
Yes.
Because, you know, way back in the days in Jamaica, Trinidad, a lot of the islands, you have locks, they want to, you know, execute you, you know, because, like, I guess of what it stood for, you know, it's like a threat to, like, you know, the system. When they see you with locks, they're saying, like, well, you know, you're not abiding with us, you know what I mean? So the locks thing, we went through a lot of stuff, you know, with the locks, right? But you don't have to have locks, really. It's a heart for a kingdom.
It's a heart for
you see?
kingdom. Yeah.
So, you know, it's just your meditation, you know, the way of life, you know, and, you know, how you eat, and, you know, and know that Selassie is, you know, our God and King.
Kings of King. Okay.
Israel King is Israel God. And
So-
that's how we look at him, because it's no other one on earth who we know have that title, you know, who was crowned King of Kings, Lords of Lords, other than Christ.
Do I have to smoke spliff to identify as one?
Well, not really, you know. You don't have to be, you know, smoking and stuff, because, you know, anything you do, man, like, you know, too much of anything is an item of destruction, you know.
Too much
So,
distraction, yeah.
right. So within even the herb, you could use the herb and you could make tea. You could use it like in salad, you know. Different ways you could use the herb. You don't have to smoke herb. It have some Rastaman, they tell you they never even smoke, you know. So, you know, the guys and them who going out there and smoking and thinking that's all about it, but Rastafari, you just gotta get high, and no, that's not it, you know. That's not it, bro. It's like, you know
there's
your meditation, you know, and your life, you know.
There's a Rastafarian back in the days. For me, ganja is a pace of a soul.
It's a pace of the soul.
Pace of a soul, yeah.
In a way, I mean, if you take it and look at it in different, you know, angles, you know, when he says a pace of a soul, it's the healing of a nation.
Healing of the nation.
You see?
Cleans up our soul.
Because really, when you check the herb itself, it's good for a lot of things. Even today now, they're using the herb, like, you know, in California, they're making certain strains, which, like, good for, like, different ailments, you know, like the kids and them, you know, they're using it for the kids and them, and, you know, different strains for different ailments. So the herb is the healing of a nation.
Healing of a nation.
Yeah.
Okay. Ella Daudi. You know, there's a lot of misconceptions about Rastafarianism. I've heard some people, like I say, state is a religion. Others state is a cult. And I've also heard other guys stating it's just a bunch of thugs that are desperate to have an identity. What knowledge can you give us about this?
So we praise Selassie as our God. So we entitle.
Empire Selassie.
We entitle because of his way and how he carried himself, you know. You know, that's the conviction we come to, you know.
Okay, so I get this is deep. Yeah. What are the values of Rastafari? And how does Rastafari impact the world?
Rastafari is love. Rastafari is energy.
Energy.
Rastafari is everything, you know, that has life in it, right? So within Rastafari come, you know, right now today, and that's spreading a whole lot of love, you know, and getting back to, you know, to to get humanity back on track, you know, to, you know, avoid destruction, you know, and you know, don't going into the X world, you know, we go into the righteous kingdom. See? So Rastafari does come to awaken, you know, the people on earth, you know, to show them that, hey, everything is within, you know, within you, you know, like the mighty divine creator, the mighty divine life giver, he dwell within you. So we come to show the world that, you know, you is a God man. I is a God man. You could be a Christ man. I could be a Christ man. You see what I'm saying? It's just a title, right? So within, you know, Bob came and, you know, he distributed a lot of knowledge to the world, you know, and it stemmed from that, you know. I mean, like, you know, we come to free the world, bro, you know, to free up, you know, humanity, you know. So everybody will come back to normal, you know, instead of how it's going, all chaotic, you know. So when Rastafari come through, it was like a shock, but it was a significant statement to have the world in order.
In order. But like I said, okay, is this like a religion or is it just a movement? I'm still trying to find.
It's a way of life, bro.
It's just a way of life.
A way of life, because religion deal with too much concept. They don't deal with the precepts because they don't follow too much of the laws, you know. You know, in religion, today religion, what you call religion, you know, even they don't deal with the truth.
The truth, yeah.
Because Christ is a black man. Most of the religion show you out there Christ is a white man. Except, you know, like as I say in the Buddha and, you know, the Krishna and those guys, right? So within, you know, like is a way of life, how you live, you know. You live good, you know, stand firm, and your works wouldn't feeble. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so the religious thing, we kind of try to, you know, to avoid that because of the situation religion is in today. You know, we're not in that situation. We're here to get the right to people because love and life, truths and rights.
Truth and rights.
You see? That's what we deal with.
Haile Selassie visited Jamaica. What year was that?
Yeah, Trinidad and Jamaica.
No, Jamaica. What year was that when he went to
that
Jamaica?
was 1966.
1966. Also went to Trinidad.
Yes, he went to
And
Trinidad before he went to Jamaica.
How come you don't hear much about Trinidad? They don't talk much about that. They only talk about him going to Jamaica.
Well, I mean, like, through the Rastafarian culture, it was kind of originated in Jamaica.
In Jamaica.
You see? So within a lot of things stem from Jamaica, like you wouldn't hear too much of Trinidad because Trinidad is involved in a way still too, you know. But you wouldn't hear too much of Trinidad with the Rastafari, you know, development, you know, where it started, you see? So, you know, that's why you don't hear too much about Trinidad. But really, I guess we're going to get to that further down when, you know, some guys from Trinidad who was involved in the early
we can
days.
save that part. Save that part. That part is coming. So my other question is, so when Haile Selassie went to Jamaica, when he visited Jamaica, did he visit Jamaica just to be with the Rastafarians?
Was a state
visit? Was a state visit.
Was a state visit, but he ended up at King's house where he gave a lot of the Rastafarians heads. He gave them gold coin.
Gold coin.
Yes. And, you know, there's a lot of videos of that, you know, where he greeted the Rastafari brethren and them. Yeah. In Jamaica, when Selassie landed, they said before he landed, there was like rain. Rain that's pouring down the place, right? They say before the plane come through and to land, there was like a bunch of doves. What came first? A bunch of doves came through, and then everything got bright, and then he landed. When he landed the plane, so much Rastafari was around. They surrounded the plane. He couldn't even come out. They were scared because they were smoking ganja right by the plane and thing. They think the plane might have blown up, but they had to call one of the Rastafari elders, Matima Plano. They had to call him to get the crowd on them so Selassie could come through. And it was really exciting in Jamaica.
It was massive love.
Boy, yeah, man. Selassie came and he waved them, and you could see the impression, the reception, what he got,
How many days he stays over there?
He stayed a few days in Jamaica. Yeah.
So that's when he left, that's when he gave Rastafari, he promised them land in Shashamani, right?
Well, when Selassie had the war with Mussolini, at that time, that's when, after the war, the land grant came in where he said all the ones from the West who want to come back to Africa, he allotted a land grant for all of them in Shashamani, Ethiopia.
Oh, that's why he gave them the land over there.
Yes.
Okay. In our last content, we talked about Shashamani and to give us a good description of the place. And I just wanted to know about the economic things that they do there. Is it more like a agricultural, rural place, or what other things they do over there?
Well, in Shashamani, it's like, we didn't stay or spend too much time there, because like, as I told you before, like it's 4 hours drive up there and, 4 hours to go back. So we didn't have too much time, to stay in Shashamani. But it's a lot of agriculture. That's what, they do up there, a lot of agriculture. And what else did we see? You could see a lot of poverty too,
Or poverty?
Yeah.
That's from Caribbean people or just the locals?
No, that's, well, locals,
Or locals?
Yeah. And,
Okay.
you could see, that's a little, because, just looking at how I saw Shashamani, it's like, the youths and them, they need something to do. Because, you're seeing a lot of youths, they ain't doing nothing, Yeah, but on the way up to Shashamani, I saw a lot of agriculture going on,
Okay.
Yeah, they had a lot of farming going on because at one place where we stopped to eat, it was a lot of tension going on there the year we went there, because you see a lot of UN vehicles, right? But the energy, bro, was a bunch of people, black people, bunch of black people that's gather up, and off on the side of them, you could see like tractors, so that's a farming community, you know what I mean? That was on the way up to Shashamani. But Shashamani itself, I didn't see too much of that. But you could see little spurts of agriculture, because even as I told you, the compound we went into, they had a plot of land in the back where they do a lot of agriculture. They had a lot of stuff growing and stuff like that.
Okay. Me, I still have more questions, man, because I'm just curious about Rastafari.
Yeah, well,
it's a very interesting subject today we're talking about. Anyway, so now could you tell us the history now of Rastafarism from Marcus Garvey, Prince Emmanuel, and Haile Selassie?
Well, we deal with the triple crown monarchs, We deal with the prophet, the priest, and the king, right? As Bobo Shanti. But the history, if we're dealing with Marcus Garvey, like everything stem, from Selassie, Marcus Garvey, because in 1920, Marcus Garvey, he said, look to Africa, for there is a king, black king will be crowned in Ethiopia. In 1920, he said that.
He foreseen this.
Yeah, he foresee that. So that's why we say Marcus Garvey is like the prophet.
Prophet.
Yeah, he prophesies that, So he said, look to Ethiopia, and there would be a king, a black king crown. And what he said too, he said, when he crowned, that deliverance will be near for us black people as the crowning of the king, the black king. And 10 years later, 1930, Haile Selassie was crowned King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering line of the tribe of Judah. Elect of God, earth rightful ruler. So it stemmed from where Marcus cited that, and Selassie I came. And well, we look at Marcus as our prophet. The prophet, the greatest prophet, whoever came from a woman's womb. Marcus I, Selassie I, Rastafari. So Marcus come and he took the helm from his forerunners, because the first Pan-African conference was held in London in 1900. And it was initiated by Sylvester Williams, who was from Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidadian.
Yeah. And then, that's where the first Pan-African conference started. Yeah. So we're moving on now to, well, Marcus did his thing, right? And he showed us, like, of the coming of the king. And the king came, and the king now is the one who give the people direction. Without the king, there's no direction for the people. So what Selassie I did, he got his flocks together, which is us, his children, to keep up the good works as what he was doing, because Selassie was a good man, but you hear some negative things still about him, right? So we don't deal with the negatives though, we deal with the positive things, because he did a lot to have Ethiopia under control. When the monarchy left, it's obvious what happened in Ethiopia. Pure chaos. Until now, it's still chaos. When Selassie was there, when he reigned, everyone was under control. You see? So, I don't know, maybe a lot of people looking, saying that, like, well, maybe the monarchy will do Ethiopia good right in these times now, for what's going on right now, Yeah, so Selassie, he did a lot, like even in Ethiopia itself, with the war, he went to, he went to get some help though, because when the war took place, he went first to the League of Nations. That was before the UN.
Yeah.
You know, and at the League of Nations, they didn't even want to give him a chance to speak. But he got out and told them, you know, like what he had on his mind, and you know, like a sovereign nation like that, Mussolini come and trying to conquer. He said, today it will be us, but tomorrow it will be you. And that's when World War II started. After with Germany, and you know, got off the leash and start doing what they're doing over there in Germany, you know, and that's where World War II started. And that was probably a distraction for Ethiopia to get freed up, because Mussolini was in Ethiopia at that time, you know. So he came, and Britain. He went to Britain. He went to in Bath in England, and you know, he left. They donated a house to him in Bath, England. Right now, you could go in England, in Bath, and there's a tour guide who carry you through and tell you a lot of the history of like Selassie right in Ethiopia at that time when he was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who is Prince Emmanuel?
Well, we say King Emmanuel the seventh, you know, the seventh kingdom of Christ, you know. Like just like I told you before, you know, everyone could be Christ. You could be a Christ. I could be a Christ.
Yes.
Right? Everyone could be Christ. Everyone could be a Moses. You see? So within King Emmanuel, he came up with the Bobo Shanti order in 1958.
He was a Jamaican?
Yes. At first, he was at, you know, the Prince of Peace, they call him, you know. Yeah. He came up first in Backyard, where they say he came up, and how they said he got into what he got into, like he was taunted, right? He was taunted because he was working up on a ladder. You know, he got, I guess he got the vision to do what he set out to do, but he was hesitating to do it. So he was on a ladder working, and he fell off the ladder, and that drive him to say, well, no, you got to do what, you know, what he's supposed to do, right? So he was first at Backyard in Jamaica, but he established the camp, the Bobo camp, in 10 miles Bulbe, you know, where right now that's where the camp is, you know. Yeah. So Emmanuel Charles Edwards, King Emmanuel Charles Edwards, he is the Lord's servant, as they say, and you know, as he come to us as the Black Christ, you know. So he organized, you know, the Bobo Shanti order, and he like what he not prophesied, but what we emphasize on, and in the West here, is like freedom, redemption, and international repatriation, right? So he set up the order, and you know, up till this day, we continue, you know, with the sabbatical order which he set it up, you know. 6 days work, and you know, 7 day is praise and thanks and, sabbatical,
Okay.
for the 7 days. So he set that up and had all of us, his children, to fall in to, adapt some of the things he left for us,
Okay. Tell us about the three houses. Nyabingi, 12 tribes of Israel, and Bobo Shanti.
Well, the Bobo Shanti order is more like the priestly order, And Prince Emmanuel, our Lord and Savior and founder of the Bobo Shanti order, is like, the head, Yeah. The Nyabingi is more like the militant group, the militant part of the order, Yeah. The 12 tribes of Israel is like, they kind of go more on the Israelites, Yeah. Which, like, everything is inclusive because we all Israelites, You see? Yeah. But the as I say, the Bobo Shanti is more like strict, with the principles and stuff, And the principles, I mean, all orders have the principles, but the Bobo Shanti is one of the strictest, Yeah.
Okay. What do you identify yourself as?
Well,
Are you Bobo?
I was kind of into, this a freestyle Rastafari when Bob came up and give us the wisdom. That's when I get into it, But then along the line, I was kind of consecrated to Bobo Shanti in like about 2005, Yeah. At the consecration, the priest, put your turban on, Yeah. And
well, that's what we have. You've heard from the elder. That's Daudi himself.
yeah.
Russ, I've learned a lot, and I hope everyone watching feel the same. Thanks for the knowledge. That's all I could say.
Yeah, give thanks, I mean, there's a lot more to say, but I guess at another time we could kind of discuss a little bit more,
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you bless us a little bit with your wisdom, prayers, or anything in Rastafari?
Yes, you're ready to end it, huh?
Yes.
Well, we can end it with a little bit of reverence,
Yes.
Yeah. Glory be unto the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy One of creation. As Jah was in the beginning, it's now and ever shall be. Jah will without end. Selassie, Jah Rastafari. Yeah, we give thanks, for this moment. Give thanks for all the inspiration, towards this, this little session, Yeah, and thank you, for like, the production, what I mean?
Yes.
And hope, everyone do what they're supposed to do and take in, some of the things we said,
Yes.
And research it too,
Yes.
Yeah, give thanks, my Lord.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. JBZY Media has a lot of knowledge and entertaining contents lined up. Blessed to the Almighty Jah Rastafari.